Keep getting injured on court? In the next few minutes, I'll show you the exact reasons it happens and simple fixes to keep you playing pain-free. Badminton demands speed, power, dexterity, and agility. But that intensity also raises your risk of injury if you miss the basics. Here are the most common injuries we'll cover: ankle sprain, patellar tendonitis or jumper's knee, Achilles tendonitis, tennis elbow, shoulder impingement, wrist tendonitis or sprain, and lower back strain. Ankle sprain. An ankle sprain happens when the foot rolls awkwardly and the ankle ligaments twist or stretch beyond their limit. Here's what most often triggers ankle sprains in badminton. Hard or unbalanced landings dump force into the ankle. One bad step and the joint rolls. Late footwork means rushed off-angle steps. Your foot twists inward or outward trying to catch up. Running shoes and slick courts kill traction. Without grip, the ankle slides and gives way. Simple fixes can slash your sprain risk. Start with the right gear and stable movement. Wear badminton-specific shoes with solid grip and court feel to keep your footing secure. Train stability daily. Single leg stands for 30 seconds each side, 2 to 3 rounds. If you've sprained before, add tape or a light brace. Extra support reduces re-injury. Repeat protection matters. Tape or brace the ankle during games until strength and confidence return. Land softly with bent knees heel to toe. Absorb impact through hips and knees, not the ankle. Patellar tendonitis, jumper's knee. Patellar tendonitis or jumper's knee is pain and inflammation just below the kneecap caused by overuse of the patellar tendon. Here are the most common reasons players develop jumper's knee. Constant jump smashes with stiff or unbalanced landings overload the tendon again and again. Landing without proper hip and knee bend, or with knees collapsing inward, pushes dangerous stress into the tendon. Jumping from short casual play to long intense sessions too quickly is a recipe for knee pain. Tight quadriceps pull on the kneecap, while weak glutes fail to stabilize knee movement. Smart preparation and balanced strength keep jumper's knee away. Always warm up. Light jogs, dynamic stretches, and activation drills prepare the tendon for load. Build strength with squats, lunges, and glute bridges. Strong legs mean safer landings. Focus on clean alignment. Knees stacked directly over toes every time you land. Post-game, stretch the quadriceps and hip flexors to release tension from the tendon. Achilles tendonitis. Achilles tendonitis is inflammation or small tears in the tendon at the back of your ankle. Here are the habits that commonly trigger Achilles issues. Explosive takeoffs on a cold tendon create a sudden shock that flares the Achilles. Tight calves and weak lower leg muscles force the tendon to absorb extra load. Thin or worn-out heels pound the tendon with every step and lunge. After time off, the tendon isn't conditioned. Build back gradually, not all at once. Protect the tendon with smart prep and progressive loading. Strengthen with controlled calf raises and slow heel drops. 3 sets several times a week. Before fast moves, lightly jog or skip and mobilize the ankles. Choose shoes with reliable heel cushioning and replace them before they're flat. Tennis elbow, lateral epicondylitis. Tennis elbow is pain on the outside of the elbow from overuse of the forearm muscles. These technique and equipment mistakes drive stress into the elbow. A death grip or a handle that doesn't fit your hand overloads the forearm tendons. Late contact forces awkward angles and extra torque through the elbow. Stiff frames and tight strings transmit more shock into your arm. Endless forehand reps without breaks don't allow tendons to recover. Lighten the load on your elbow with better habits. Stay loose during the swing. Briefly squeeze at impact, then relax again. Use slow, eccentric wrist extensions with light weight to build tendon capacity. Post-training, stretch the forearm and apply ice to calm irritation. Shoulder impingement/rotator cuff strain. This is shoulder pain caused by pinching or overuse of the rotator cuff tendons. These patterns quickly irritate the shoulder. Shrugging narrows joint space and pinches the cuff during overhead swings. When stabilizers are weak, the shoulder doesn't stay centered under load. High-volume power shots without rest spike shoulder stress. Prime the cuff with light band rotations, smooth controlled reps. Build stability, warm up well, and share the load through your body. Strengthen the shoulder blade muscles with Y, T, and W patterns. Groove the motion at low intensity before going full power. Drive from legs and core with torso rotation, Don't arm-only smash. Wrist sprain/tendinitis. This is pain in the wrist tendons from overuse or a sudden overstretch. These habits overload the wrist. Chasing power with pure wrist flicking bends the joint beyond neutral. A heavy head and tight strings send more vibration into the wrist. Awkward, repetitive backhands quickly inflame the tendons. Stabilize the wrist and shift power up the chain. Strike with a straight, neutral wrist for cleaner force transfer. Use shoulder and forearm drive. Let the wrist stay stable. Build resilience with slow radial and ulnar deviations using a light dumbbell. Reduce tension a touch for a more forgiving feel on impact. Lower back strain. This is muscle strain or ligament stress in the lower back from overload or poor posture. These movement errors torque the back. Don't round from the spine, hinge at the hips to get low. Without trunk and hip strength, your posture collapses under speed. Late reactions force awkward reaches that twist the lower back. Build endurance, move efficiently, and recover well. Train steady core endurance to protect your spine under pressure. Keep a neutral spine and push hips back when lowering your center. Split early and arrive balanced. Good timing prevents awkward bends. Post-session, loosen hamstrings and hip flexors to unload the back. Pro tips: lock in the fundamentals. Warm up every time. Use proper technique and footwork. Strengthen your core, legs, and shoulders. Choose the right shoes and racket, and always stretch and recover. Thanks for watching. Which injury bothers you most? Drop it in the comments and I'll share drills to fix it. Like, share, and subscribe for